American and British airstrikes have again targeted Houthi weapons sites in Yemen. The operations follow a series of similar strikes recently after attacks on shipping in the Red Sea. Now, the US-led coalition says 36 sites were attacked, including anti-ship cruise missiles. Pro-Iranian media say the capital Sana'a and the port city of Hodeidah were hit. Earlier on Friday, the US launched dozens of airstrikes in Iraq and Syria, targeting groups linked to Iran. Civilians were among at least 16 people killed in Iraq. Leaders in Baghdad formally protested to the White House. Damascus and Tehran have condemned the strikes. We condemn any move against the resistance. We reject and condemn these attacks that will ignite the resistance. They must act wisely, which is very unlikely. We can't see that with the Americans. But if they do choose to act wisely, they should stop supporting the Zionist regime. Well, US forces, including B-1 long-range bombers, hit 85 targets in Iraq and Syria. The Pentagon says they were used by Iran's Revolutionary Guard and its proxies, and it was in retaliation for the killing of 3 American soldiers in a drone attack on an army base in Jordan last weekend. Russia has requested an urgent UN Security Council meeting to discuss the American strikes. Mohammed al-Ab has more on those strikes from Yemen's capital, Sana'a. The US and British warplanes have carried out a series of airstrikes and bombardments in different Yemeni cities under the control of the Houthis. The news were on the mountains of Anis and also Hodeidah, which are places the Houthis say they have already been targeted in earlier wars. So we are talking about increasing airstrikes by the US and Britain in order to limit what they say the Houthis' ability and capability to hit US and British Marine in their efforts to stop the maritime aggression on the Red Sea and Arabian Sea. They say this is pressure on Israel to put an end to its aggression on people in Gaza and also to end its blockade there. Let's get the very latest from Washington, D.C. and speak to our White House correspondent, Kimberly Halkett. Kimberly, what more is the administration saying about these strikes now across Yemen? The Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin issuing a statement saying this collective action sends a message to the Houthis. They will bear further consequences if they don't end illegal attacks on international shipping and naval vessels. And you will recall in recent weeks, there have been these tit-for-tat actions between the United States and the Iranian-backed militia groups in the Red Sea. But the most recent action, of course, being the strikes on the Houthi targets inside Yemen by the United States and the United Kingdom. As you point out, this was according to the Central Command of the United States, or CENTCOM, as we often refer to it. 36 Houthi targets in 13 locations, and what we're being told is that these locations were specifically targeted because they had